Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
28. Gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Great.
On second and very short, Newton. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Panthers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go.
Newton throwing again. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Newton now to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. To throw is Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
To throw on second and 10, Newton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again is Newton. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Charger drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Great.
2nd down and goal. Newton. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Snap comes at 1. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From a yard out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Ready.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And again, it's Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 4th down, Newton. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Newton to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. On 2nd and 9. Newton. Touchdown, Panthers. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Great.
They snap it to Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton now to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, it's Newton. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Newton throwing again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. From the red zone now, Newton. He's got it. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Newton now to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Rodgers looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Rodgers to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. The slot man in motion right. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it,